Damn, just I want him 100%. Please, please, Gabe. There we go. I'm good at the game, I swear. Yeah, what are we doing? We second. Your soldier fears your spies getting in. Okay, so your demo is sacking. Yes. So if you're gonna be sacking for the med, your spy needs to be sapping the gun so you can actually get in. Yeah, so at the beginning you do only run sack waves, so just make sure when you're running sack waves the gun is sapped and your spy is calling when he's sapping it, or your players are calling when they want the spy to sap it so that they can actually get in and shoot the med. And make sure you're sacking at the same time. You want to bring more players in generally too. Your heavy can like Fist of Steel with Buffalo Stake in or whatever. Your pyro could probably walk in too if you have Scout Engineer on cart. And that way you just have higher chances of getting the med. Alternatively, if you're finding you're having problems sapping the gun, you can also just sack for the sniper up here instead. Because the sniper pick obviously isn't as big as the medic pick, but it's easier to get, and it still is pretty massive because it gives you all this space for free. But anyways, even without a successful sack, you should still be looking to take an exchange here. So if you're looking to take an exchange, the important thing is to make sure your players aren't dying. So like that heavy dying on cart right then is very bad because it means he's not alive for the post. Same thing with your scout. Your scout's kind of risking death right now. So you're taking the exchange in good. Obviously, it's ideal if your spy can sap it. If they use, this is about the time you want to be backing up and staying healthy for the post. Again, your heavy's not going to be here for the post, at least for a little bit, which is unfortunate. You want to be fighting about now. The Uber is faded. You want to be getting in. Yes, okay, they're leaving. At this point, your demo and soldier can bomb from about there over here into them as they leave. So your demo and soldier can just bomb, go in for the med. You have a chance of getting some massive damage on these retreating players that are already low. Potentially drop the med, kill the sniper, whatever, make your second push that much easier. At this point, you need more players fighting the hill with your demo. So your heavy, if your demo's in like that, your heavy can just peek this. Like your heavy should be peeking this with your demo. There we go. Or he was peeking it. Now you're getting healthy and looking to refight. There we go. Yeah, now you want to be peeking it. Make sure your heavy's peeking at the same time. From over there, your heavy one needs to be getting in here. There you go. Now he's getting in. Very good. If your heavy's walking on the left side, you want to be walking fast. You don't want to just have your heavy like look how much space they're giving you. If you stand here behind you, you're gonna shoot stickies over this rock, get them right here, and that'll just make them have massive damage. You want to just keep walking forward if your heavy's on the left, because your heavy flying on the left is just super exposed, and so you just kind of have to keep walking forward. If you want to like sit behind a rock and trade spam, you have your heavy come up the right, and then your heavy plays over here. Your demo plays behind your heavy, and you can fight them behind rock from this angle, while your pyro watches this side. But if your heavy's on the left, you do just kind of need to walk forward. Make sure that heavy's getting healthy. He's just gonna eat spam and die or have to leave, and now your demo has no heavy. Yeah, so here's the big thing I'm seeing here is you guys aren't really pushing it together. Like, if your heavy had been healthy, he would just be pounding them right now, but he didn't get healed, and now... Yeah, now you're unhealthy and eating shit. So your pyro's just dead. Yeah, that's unfortunate. No pyro. So with this ad, you basically just try to do a dry fight over hill and make them use. It's really difficult to sack on this point, so you just kind of don't. It looks like you guys aren't calling very well when you want to be in, because your heavy looks like he doesn't know when he should be in and when he shouldn't. So make sure you're calling it well so that your heavy knows. Okay, now your heavy's in, now your heavy's walking, just walk with your heavy, win the game, keep walking forward. They've given you tons of space, they're pulling out the gun. Make sure you're looking for that heavy inside tunnel. That's unfortunate. Yeah. So before you get this far forward, your demo from about here wants to just shoot some stickies inside tunnel, make sure that heavy is cleared. You do get their med though, which is, I think they get body shot. Very nice, their med is dead. They pop the banner, just save your players, save your med. And then you can just pretty much immediately refight with Uber, because you're going to have full ad pretty much. So you just immediately refight with Uber. What are they down? Nope, I would just go over the hill with the Uber. Spy gets the gun, that's nice. Probably would have been better for the spy to wait until the Uber to do that, but oh well. Okay, they're holding back. You don't even need to use here, actually. You can just get your heavy in the house up there, and you can just pound them with the heavy up there. Demo they wouldn't have needed to use, but you do use, it's fine. You'll get the point for sure this way. Now that they're out, you do want to make sure you're watching this. Like, demo can be trapping it off. Yeah, there we go, trapping it off. And your heavy can be head glitching here to make sure they don't get out. And don't forget to watch tracks so they can't refight from tracks. Okay, their med is still down. If you go fast, you can just walk in off their med being dead. They have no med, no demo yet. You want to go. You want to go. Be fast. Be fast. Take the space. They don't have the space because they have no med. Just walk at them and win. Alternatively, fighting tracks is fine. If you're gonna fight tracks, make sure all your players are with you tracks. You're setting players, a bunch of players catwalk, like you want to push the point, but then your other half of the combo's down here, so... At this point, you do just want to be playing cart, because you don't have a rear. So just play cart, get some cart time here. What playing cart looks like is your flank is pushing the cart, your heavy is fist of stealing on the cart, or going sea house to make space. Your demo is just sitting here spamming over the hill to make space for your cart pushers. And then your soldiers playing catwalk to try to deal some damage. But if you are going to play cart, make sure your players aren't fearing and actually pushing cart. Like your scout right now should be on this cart, just pushing it up the slopes. They're down, they're demo and heavy, and you're about to... Now would be the time, get the cart up the hill, then push the choke. You got backstabbed. Yeah, that's unfortunate. When you're running cart stacks, make sure your pyro is sticking with your red and not letting them die. Because when you're running the cart pushing here on this point, it's really easy for your fighters to walk up behind your red. Make sure your red's living, otherwise the cart stacks end up costing you time. Actually, they're not like cart stacks, you're just getting cart time. Okay, they basically just wasted the banner for like maybe 1 kill. Anyways, they have ads, so you basically just want to be playing on cart. Even with the cart that close, you can still be playing on cart, just have your flank pushing the cart. Like you're heavy at this point, you probably want to go sea house because the cart's too close. Have your flank pushing the cart, have your demo standing here spamming them, medics playing kind of passive with your pyro, beaming your demo. Again, make sure your pyro is with your medic so that they're not dying to spy. And then, yeah, your flank wants to be on the cart, pushing the cart. But because it looks like you only have half of your team committed to this cart stack, you want to make sure your entire team is committed to this. Like you're like in position to do it, but none of your players are actually like committing to the cart. Like your scout and engineer needs to just be on this cart. Your heavy needs to be sea house, making space for you guys. But you all just like, we want to cart stack, but you're all just sitting here not actually doing it and eating spam for no reason. I assume the idea there was a sack wave? You're better off just spamming from down here and getting cart time. Like look, now that you're actually on the cart, look, you got about that 1 hill. Now, if you had coordinated pressure, like your heavy and sea house, your demo spamming from here, and more players on the cart sooner, you could have gotten so much more cart time off of that. But now you have Uber, now you want to be looking to take an exchange through the choke, presumably. Alright, so your demos here, get healthy, give your heavy a buff. Heavy can either try to follow through choke in the post or go sea house, whatever, both are fine. But you have the Uber, you don't want to sit around, you just want to go. Don't sit around for too long, just take it in. Okay, you're in, this is good. Heavy should not be... That's a pyro, not a heavy, I'm dumb. Okay, the pyro's doing a good job of stuffing you. Okay, your Uber is trash, you don't have the space, that's fine, you got the exchange out. So now that it's over, you want to just... Also, your heavy died during the Uber, would kill him. What's his name? Mike? Miles? Whatever. Oh, yeah, he probably tried to walk up the choke. Oh, he walked catwalk? No, heavy shouldn't be catwalk. That's not ideal for heavy. It's generally soldier that should be fighting catwalk. If their heavy is trying to play catwalk, your soldier can just stand here with beam and just like repeatedly spam them out. But anyways, now that your Uber's not, you don't have space after the Uber they've abandoned, that's fine. You don't have the space. Instead of trying to stand in the choke, you rotate roller coaster and just keep trying to push the cart. Roller coaster and post. So your demo stands here, your heavy goes sea house, who gets on the cart, your flanks on the cart, medic's playing back here, beaming your demo, you're just spamming, making space for your players to push the cart. Yeah, you definitely do not want to refight the choke in post when you're not already in. If you like end the Uber here and you have players in and lots of space, then you can send your heavy elbow and fight elbow in the post. Or if you heavy sea house, you can just pound them out here in the post if you're already here. But if you're back here in the post, definitely don't refight choke. You're just going to die in the choke. You definitely want to rotate cart and push cart. Yeah, see, you're pushing cart in the post and you just win because you push the cart. And if you had actually rotated your combo here and started fighting it from here, it would have been so much more cleaner. Anyways, mate, just focus that gun out. Just, I don't even know why it's there. You should be pulling that pretty much immediately. Yeah, kill the gun. Punish them for this. Like, don't fear the lone gun. Yeah, there we go. And then with the Ubers, you have ad. You want to be going like underneath pretty fast. Like, just immediately take the Ubers under because you have ad. You kind of wasted your ad there, but it was pretty close anyways. So you do definitely want to be going under. Like, there's no reason to be waiting around. Just go under. Yes. Okay. Where's your heavy? Heavy should be with you. This is... You have no one watching behind. Retard soldier with banner. Could just collapse on you. And your heavy's not even here for the post. Where is your heavy? This is going to be trash in the post. You're just going to get walked out and die. Yes, your heavy definitely needs to be here with you on these Ubers. 100% the heavy is in the post. And during the Uber, if the pyro's in the Uber, the heavy needs to be there watching behind, because otherwise you're like taking a 2v4, and yeah, 2v4, you lose those every time. You need at least the 3v4. The fourth being their soldier. Ideally, you have your soldier underneath watching behind as well. So, ideally you have your soldier down here as well. So your pyro and soldier are watching behind. Your heavy demo take it in during the Uber. Or your heavy soldier watching behind, demo pyro in the Uber. Either's fine. And then in the post, the heavy comes in, the demo goes in. The pyro is still kind of watching behind, following behind you as you walk up, and the soldier can bomb into connector in the post up here. But your pyro is kind of alone and feeding. Make sure you're not doing that. Where's your combo right now? Over here. Okay. So you're about to have Uber again. This you just want to take another exchange from under. If you guys don't have Uber, you can also just be running sacks through under. Yes, you definitely want to be going under. Your heavy should be going first so the demo doesn't get caught out by a soldier. Okay, your heavy's watching behind. Heavy should be watching behind. Heavy needs to be watching behind. Very good. He's kind of watching behind, not really watching behind, and you get collapsed on by the flank. And your post is going to be bad. No, okay, now you want to refight it. You have players in, the Uber's fading, now you refight. Pyro should definitely be watching behind at this point. Your heavy should be the one getting in here. Because you have no one watching behind. Their soldier's not punishing you for this very hard, but if their soldier rotated down here, you would just all die. And at this point, you're kind of losing this. You want to be leaving. You're down too many players, and they have a banner. You should just keep getting your med out. Yeah, the big thing I'm seeing is just bring your heavy into more stuff here. The heavy in these slayers just kind of pounds. Anyways, at this point, you guys don't have Uber. You're not going to have Uber for at least a little bit. Other med died. You have ad. You can still run sackways potentially if you want. You just send your heavy demo through here. Have your soldier bomb connector. Can have your pyro scout walk through clock. Whatever you want to do. But that just gives you something to do without Uber. You're just hard pushing it because they drop players. That's fine too. That's good. Yep. Now you have tiles. Now you have tiles. They're down a bunch of players. Just immediately drop and start pushing the card. So at this point, yep, just immediately drop out of tiles. The gun is. Yep, so just drop, start focusing the gun as you drop. So you want to kill the gun after you drop. So you drop, kill the gun as you're dropping and as you're pushing the card. So that way you're getting the card time as the gun is focused. And that way you punish them for not responding. During this time, your demo should be getting forward and kind of playing. Generally, he's going to be playing up here, you're going to be playing up here, you're going to be playing up here. If they're all dead, you probably want to drop and start spawn camping. If they're alive, demo plays up here and just kind of spams their bats. If they're dead, the demo drops, takes space, starts trapping their spawn from here to here. Now that they're all dead, demos should definitely be trapping the spawn. Okay, there you go, yeah. Yeah, so the big thing that held you there was, I think, second held you for a while, third held you for a while. Your fourth was decent. You guys aren't crits, right? Yeah, okay. Okay. Decent crit sticky spots. You can also place some here. These are decent as well. You can also, if you know the team is sacking, you can also, especially if they're sacking the heavy, you can put crit stickies down here. Putting them here is hard though because they're so far back, so it can cost you some of the more forward ones. But if their team's sacking, it's definitely worth it. But if they're not, they're useless, so you know. And let's look at other positioning. So your heavy's up there, that's good. Gun is maybe a little aggro. Could be a bit further back. Everything else looks fine. Demo and soldier are maybe a bit aggro. If they died a sniper, it would be unfortunate. Yep. You can pretty much get all the same spam angles by just doing this as demo. You can't see, but you can kind of spam there, you can spam there, and you're not risking getting headshot randomly. Okay. They're using really early with no card time. This is just solo your pyro moment. We're leaving? What? They have terrible card time. This is still very winnable if you just... Yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't know what the hell that was. Now you have ad. You can actually just, if you get a call from your spy that their med's chilling, like, right here, because their med likes to group up right here, or sometimes their med likes to group up right here with their combo. Like, their medic's here right now. If you get the call from your spy that their med's here, and you have full ad, you could literally just, like, walk at them and use Uber and kill their med. Especially as they get towards, like, 50, 80%, you can just do that, and even if they get a little bit later, you still can kill all their players and cost them 30 seconds. And again, the guns may be a little aggro, eating a bunch of spam that it probably shouldn't, but oh well.
Yeah. Where the med was, I was calling Cubby. I'm not sure if that's correct.
Med here?
That's
so,
Cubby.
Yeah, this is Cubby, yes. So med can be here. At the very start, when you have space, med can be here. It's also really easy for the med to get caught in here and die. So especially once you start losing space, med can definitely be playing back here. Anyways, your med died, you're down, your sniper and heavy. You're unhealthy. So, as in general, I'd say stay in if your med dies and make them use, what you are doing, yeah. Here you're a little bit unhealthy, so it was a bit scuffed to try. I would still say it's probably the better play, but now you full disad and wiped, so it's just unfortunate that your med died there. Up, what? I see. Okay, so if you're going to take this telly as a heavy, which, I mean, it's fine. I've done it before. The moment you take the telly, expect to start shooting people. So you just rev walk through the telly and just start shooting the med. Anyways, they use super early here. This is a give up second moment, pretty much. You're not going to be able to refight this. They have too much space on hill. You're going to want to get healthy and refight with all your players. Because your heavy is a spawner, right? Yeah, you're just feeding players into this. You don't have the space. You don't have the numbers to fight this. You want to get healthy and then try refighting it. We're already down a bunch of players. They have poor cart time, so it is doable. You just want to not be too aggro and drop players. The way I would play it is you'd want to play back here on tracks with your sniper. Play with your sniper on tracks. Just then their demo and heavier dead, so you could have refought off of that if you had players, but you don't. But yeah, play back here with your sniper. If they can get picks, you're not eating a ton of spam. If you do get picks, you can immediately flood forward, and if you don't, you can leave pretty easily. But right now, this is a very scuffed fight. You're holding low ground. You're really easy to just pound. Like, notice how many players you're just constantly dropping, and your respawns are longer than theirs. So it's not a good place to be. Now that you have full ad, just immediately walk at them with the full ad though, and now you can take back hill. Yeah, there we go. And now that you actually have the high ground, it's just so much easier to hold. That being said, if you have the space on hill, take the space on hill. The difference between this little low ground down here and this high ground up here is massive. So when you have the chance to be standing up here, stand up here. It's just so much better. And also for demo, rather than playing on the right and hard peeking the sniper, you can play back here, and you can shoot them through the little gap here. You can also shoot over and across, and it's if they're already behind here, it's not the best place to rotate to, but they went there just a second ago, and so you take the space and then you can deny them back here more easily. If they are behind the rock, you can just kind of stand here and you can shoot over the top of this rock and just hit people standing back here. As heavy, you want to be playing either in this up here, you want to be playing right here. If your demo is playing like, you can be playing here if your demo's not in this little gap between the two rocks. If your demo is in the gap between the two rocks, I'd recommend heavy play side tunnel just to stop walkers onto your demo. Here is not a great place for heavy. You're not accomplishing much except eating damage. Yeah, in general, your hill hold here, even though you're on the high ground now, you're still being really passive on the back of hill. You want to be denying more space if you can. And notice how the damage is just shooting over the top of the rock and you're taking a bunch of damage. You want to be trying to use on your pyro here. Don't drop more players than you have to. You should be considering leaving and rotating tracks. You lost too much space here. If you can get a pick immediately, you potentially... Nope, you want to leave and rotate tracks. Your sniper will be up in time. You do not want to stay in here. You're just going to get mulched and die. You're on tracks. Yeah, there you go. You're on tracks now, mostly. Not really. You're kind of trying to edge towards platform, and you're getting... Yeah. Now you definitely just want to leave. You didn't get the tracks fast enough, stayed in too hard, and just dropped too many players. So you definitely want to be leaving what you are. Med probably shouldn't be playing out here. That's just begging to get headshot. Say, like, here is as forward as you want to be. I know you're trying to buff your sniper, but I don't know. Feels like a good way to get a headshot to me. Especially when you're down this many players.
It's incredibly funny.
That's fair. Okay, so in terms of positioning, Scout on Catwalk, Scout generally should be playing over here. We're just kind of rotating through, see how shooting cart, whatnot. It should be Soldier on Catwalk, and indeed Soldier is on Catwalk. Medic should be playing in here, yes, very good. Beam your demo. Make sure your demo's getting beamed. Medic should, if somebody wants a buff, they should rotate the medic. Medic shouldn't come here, it's really easy to get bounced and die. The demo up there is fine, just make sure your heavy's with you. Save the gun? No homewrecker? Question mark? No. Okay, they have banner during the Uber, which is bad. I don't know why they did that. You're down a lot of players, though. Yeah, you should leave. Potentially. You should be looking to leave if you lose more players. Nope, you managed to kill a couple of their important players, so it is. You can now stay and just be careful of losing more players. Make sure your demo's keeping space on those tropes so they can't flood you while you're down numbers. Make sure that heavy's getting healed so that he can contest elbow. And rip sniper. Again, Scout should probably be patrolling over here rather than Catwalk. Because Catwalk you don't accomplish much as Scout, you just kind of walk into a soldier and die. If you want to get onto Catwalk as heavy, you have to jump from here. Anyways, you're down, you're heavy. They lose the med, nope, it's now salvageable. So yeah, your heavy's dead, they're going to be walking elbow. Make sure you're paying attention to that when your heavy's down, because that heavy can just pound you. And indeed, he is pounding. If he had beam, he could have won those. You just lost your pyro. I would be looking to leave. You should leave. Yep, I was going to say I would be looking to leave if you lose one more and you lost one more. You need to be leaving. You definitely should not be staying in. You have lost this. You can try to play tracks with your sniper and refight off of that, but you definitely don't want to have your med that far forward. Would have been very easy for them to eat a pipe and have a scout run at them and die. And you have no card time. Yep. You should definitely leave. So, yeah, the thing I'm seeing, when you've lost a point, you want to be actually leaving it, because you're kind of like fudging about, kind of staying in, and you're just feeding more players. Okay, make sure this heavy gets a buff, because he needs to be watching those stairs. Heavy should be watching stairs, 100%. Heavy should never go clock. Yeah, heavy should definitely be watching main stairs. Demo can be watching clock, that's fine, but heavy should be watching main stairs, not peeking spiral and eating spam. Because I don't have anyone watching main stairs. They walk in main stairs for free, and they're just in and they're just killing things. So yeah, heavy watching main stairs is very important. Why is that demo still alive? That is unfortunate. Yeah, so yeah, make sure you're watching those main stairs. Make sure they're not getting it for free. If you find you're eating too much spam on main stairs as heavy, you can just play over here instead. You're still watching them walk in, but you're not eating as much spam. And then demo watching clock is fine. You're just watching clock, but then you rotate over here. If it's called that they're coming under. Your med needs to get escorted under through your flank. Make sure they're not walking under alone. They need to be getting escorted by your flank. Where is your flank? There's your flank. Yeah, there you go. Medic takes tele. Oh, tele, the other's tele. That works too. Yep, now your heavy's here. Now, yeah, there we go. Much better. Your pyro is going to be coming in a second, I assume. Careful of peeking. This is a sight line right here. Be careful of peeking that. Soldier and demo just watching this. That's good. Oh, this is just begging your vetoed soldier with a banner to walk at them and shoot them. Just, okay, soldier, think about this. You pop battalions. You walk out here. You shoot them twice. Think about the noises. It'll be glorious. You should do it. Do it. Do it! Too late. They pop a banner and walk into you. Oh, yes, be the retail soldier with the banner. Walk at them. Shoot them. Do it. Do it. Yeah, okay. A bit late, but, oh. There is no one for the retail soldier with a banner to kill. This is sad times. Oh, now there is. Now there is. Yes. And Pyro watches behind, so the retail soldier with the banner doesn't kill the combo. This is unfortunate for you. What has happened here? Your medic was disadded and they walked into you with add, I'm assuming is what happened. So in that case, you're playing back here and just potentially being able to refight with the Uber, that's fine. Just make sure your entire combo is doing that so that you don't have a lone heavy here. Make sure you're also calling to deny this cart, because this cart needs to get denied. There we go. Do you guys still have a tally up here? You, unfortunately, do not. Your demo can get back up here, though. And Pyro, I believe Pyro can jump from here to here with the detonator, if he has to.
You can jump
So this
from balcony to clock.
Balcony block. Ah, yeah, that too. I think both would work. Pretty sure this would be doable. Anyways, make sure you're watching cart here. Make sure you're watching cart here. Yeah, let's just make sure you're watching cart there. Oh, with 20 seconds left, too. That's unfortunate. So the big thing was your defense was fine. That was like a 10-minute time, I think. The big thing on offense. No, what was I saying? The big thing on defense is make sure you're leaving points and not feeding players. Like if you're leaving a point, make sure all your players are leaving. If you're committing, make sure all your players are committing. And make sure you're on third, you're denying space in that choke. So the way you want to do that, you just have hard beam your demo. Your demo is denying them as they walk up. Your soldier and catwalk can be denying them as they walk up. Your heavy in elbow, what you do is heavy in elbow is you peek them after they've walked through the choke and just like collapse, crush them. That's the word I wanted. Crush them between your demo and your heavy. Now in terms of offense on third, basically unless you have Uber, you shouldn't be walking through the choke on third. If you're through the choke, I might actually pull up the map. Yeah, I'll wait until I get to third. Right, so on third, like I was saying, like, so heavy's here, you wait until the combo's like there to peek them, so you're just lingering, waiting until they peak, staying healthy, and then you peek them when they're there and you can shred them. This is defense. Offense, pretty much the only time you should be walking through this choke is if you have Uber. If you end the Uber here, that's fine. Your demo can be fighting this, your Pyro stays with the demo, your heavy medic walk through here, or if you heavy C house, then the heavy peak C house, and you just fight them here. If that doesn't happen, which is likely, you're just going to be back here in the post because you got bounced back or whatever, you just immediately rotate all your players' tracks, your demo kind of stands here, does this, right? Right, and your, all the other players are just on this cart, they're just on this cart pushing it. If the cart's really close, you're having to go C-house and just make space that way. And then make sure you're all committing to this at the same time, so that you're not just staggering and feeding, and make sure you're actually getting on that cart so that it actually starts moving and you're actually getting something out of it. Second, yeah, so I was saying, like, demo plays here, right? So from here, you can just kind of do this, see how I'm hitting them as they walk up the slope there. Very good, very good. If they get really close to you, you can fight them like this, if you're not dumb. Hold up. There we go, I'm not dumb. You can do this, fight them back here, fight them like this. If they're really just behind that rock, you can stand back here and do this, right? And then heavy's just chilling inside tunnel. Not really peeking his corner, but anyone that walks like into this area, he's just shredding. And just protecting your demo from random people walking at him, potentially killing people chilling on the edge of that minecart there as they try to get a spam fight with your demo. If your demo is like playing more back here, or whatever, because you're behind the rock, or your heavy's just not inside hole for whatever reason, heavy can be playing over here, and so you're just denying this area, you can jump up here and fight them, especially if your demo calls big damage over this rock. That's when you'd want to jump up here and peek them. Yes. Yes. Any questions or anything I've been saying? That is sounding like a no.
I have a question about first.
Yes.
I think we went over this yesterday, but what's the call out for the offensive cubby with the medic hides?
Oh, over here, you mean?
Yeah. Because I was trying to figure out a call for that, and I just came over cubby, and that
Well,
obviously.
the problem is this is oftentimes called cubby, right?
Yeah.
I think when you mentioned it during the review, that's what I thought you meant, and I was a little confused. Yes. So I would just say call with their meds out. If your team, so I am not aware of a call out that exists for this area. If you guys want to just make up a call out, I mean that's fine.
Because I personally very much want to call this cubby, and what's standardly called cubby, garage.
Garage.
What?
Yeah, if you go back, it kind of
In
has like
here?
a garage feel to it.
Maybe.
Garage.
I mean, if your team wants to agree to that, that's fine. You might confuse ringers a little
I
bit.
have a question. Jordan.
I
Yeah.
think you should call it pack, and then the
So,
other side cubby.
I'll be honest, I've been mostly focusing on this MGE to get pressed my air blasting again. But I heard you mention the home wrecker. Do you recommend home wrecker on defense?
Yes.
Yeah,
Alright, cool.
I can tell you,
Gabe
I
never
would have
liked
gotten a
me
lot
running
more
it, but
successful
Gabe-
saps.
I always ask Gabe, but Gabe never wants me to run it. But I'm gonna run it today.
No, run it. So
Because I don't really need
the
carjack.
main use case.
It
So
doesn't
if
do
the
anything.
spy is alive, kill the spy. Let the engineer deal with the gun. But if the engineer is dead
I know.
and you've killed the spy, just like slap it and save the gun.
It's one hit.
Every time I do it, Gabe says like, "No, you don't need home wrecker," and I'm like, "Okay, carjack's not doing me that much though. I can." It's like I'm not moving much.
Yeah, no. On defense, definitely on the home wrecker. Definitely save that gun.
I can tell you, as a spy, the home wrecker has stopped the sentry from being successfully sacked more times than I can count, and just as a personal note, it's incredibly frustrating, and I'm sure other
Yeah.
spies feel the same.
Yes, it is
It,
good.
it does the engineer's job better than the engineer.
Yes.
Yeah.
The only thing I'll say is do not unsap the gun unless the spy is dead.
Yeah, first kill the spy,
and-
then fix
yes.
it if the engineer's not there.
Yes. Any other questions?
When can you do like a funny
Oh.
side tunnel push on second?
So you're talking about offense. You want to push through side tunnel.
Yeah.
So, if you do not have Uber, and their demo is dead, you can go side tunnel. So what that looks like is, hopefully the heavy's playing here. It makes it easier if the heavy's playing here. And so you just bring all your players into tunnel. You push out their flank. You come this way. You come up these stairs. Just shred the shit out of this heavy. He needs to die fast. If this heavy doesn't die fast, you lose. So this heavy needs to die fast. Once this heavy is dead, the only reason you're here in the first place is because their demo is dead. They now have no demo. They now have no heavy. Their sniper can't do shit to you. You win. Right? You just walk out right here and you win. Like, what are they going to do? Shoot you with a pyro? No, they lose. You win these. Basically, pretty much the moment you peek this, you just, even without peeking it, you just, let me turn off no clips so I can actually walk. Yeah, you just gotta do this. Their med's gone, their dispenser's dead. You killed the dispenser, you have won the point. And then you shoot the sniper. And he's gone. You win. You did it. You have the high ground. And you can just shred the gun or whatever, wherever the gun is hiding, kill the gun, and then you put your heavy in the house up here, and then you peek the corner, right? So that's if you don't have Uber. If you do have Uber, the demo now becomes irrelevant. The pyro is what needs to be dead. So what you do, same thing. If the heavy's playing here, that heavy needs to die fast. If he doesn't die fast, especially since now their demo's alive, if that heavy does not die immediately, this is going to happen, and you're going to have a bad day. So that heavy needs to die fast. And then you just, like, demo. Their pyro is dead. That's the only reason you're here, so you can just, like, solo demo, maybe bring a heavy in, whatever. Because the heavy's already right here, so, you know, it's fine. You bring a heavy in because the distance crossing isn't a big deal. Potentially. And then you just kind of come out, take the exchange. The only problem is if you do not immediately take a lot of space during the... Actually, no, I take it back. You do want your pyro in this. Because the idea then would be to blast them off the hill, and then you have high ground in the post. Because if you end the Uber in here, you're going to have a bad day. So you do need your pyro in this. And if their pyro is dead, your pyro can just blast them off the hill, and you can take the space. So I'd say demo pyro is the way to go here.
So demo pyro for side tunnel Ubers?
Yes, yeah. Demo pyro for side tunnel. If it's a dry fight, there's no Ubers. Yep, and so then your pyro just blast them off, and you just have high ground. And it's the same thing in the post. You just win. Again, those two very specific things. If it's an Uber, their pyro has to be dead. If their pyro is not dead, their pyro stands here and right clicks, and your Uber is dog shit. If their demo is alive during a dry fight, their demo just stands here and does this, and you just die. You're dead. You're gone. You lose. So those are only viable in those situations. And you have to be fast to rotate, right? Because if you're slow, they're going to respawn, and then there's going to get stuff to you, and it's going to be trash. But if the conditions are met, it's actually very viable. Yes, and it's also helpful for heavies playing side tunnel. It makes it harder to get in side tunnel, but especially during dry fights, because you're only here if the demo is dead, and then you get a free heavy kill basically, and then their power classes are dead, and you just basically won. So, yes. Did that answer the question?
Yeah. If the enemy team does this to us, like under the conditions that you listed, what do we do in response to that?
You cry because the other team is smart.
Shit.
So so if it's a dry fight, the best thing I can think to say is have your flank call it early. Right? So because obviously, as I was saying at the start, right, your combo is pressuring out of their flank, right? You're killing them. If your flank starts screaming at you that their combo is in tunnel and then they die, that is an indication to you that they are probably gonna do something. No, in IM they're probably not going side tunnel, but it's an indication that they could be going side tunnel, and at that point you need to be paying attention. So if they do start coming side tunnel, you probably want to rotate your heavy out of side tunnel, have him come over here or something, so that he doesn't get instantly shredded. And then your heavy and your pyro just kind of stands close and just kind of WM1s into them at the same time as your heavy tries to pound them. Or if it's an exchange, again, bring your heavy out of side tunnel so he lives to the post. Or potentially, this would be funny. Just Uber your heavy right here, and then they just die. That is also a funny play you could try. But the biggest single thing, the way you counter this, is your flank has mics. If your flank has mics, you win. Just like flank, if you see their combo like walking up here, tell your combo about it, and then your combo can do something about it. Did that answer the question?
Yeah.
Okay, very nice. Any other questions? That is sounding like no questions. Yeah, so if there's no more questions, then I guess that is it. Good luck on your officials.
Hey, man.
Let's win. We win these.
Yes, we win these. Micro, what do you think of
Those two.
the god
You
tier
use the
strat?
anti-pyro loadout.
No, this is the god tier strat. It's not just for pyro, it's for
No.
everything. This is the best soldier loadout
The
by far.
airstrike messes me up for some reason. The
Really,
sound
the
of it.
airstrike?
The sound
The
of it. I don't know
sound.
why. The sound gets me. I'm honestly okay with the Liberty Launcher. I'm not great with it, but it's fine.
Dude, I've been
Pretty
using the
good.
Liberty Launcher panic attack, and it's actually pretty fun.
Just run the relauncher gunboats and you can
How are
drop
the dead
six
jumps,
health.
by the way?